The Mountain Climber, a motivational story. In a faraway land, there was a village near a tall mountain. The mountain was so high that its top was hidden in clouds. In that village lived a boy named Ayan. He was poor, but he had a daring dream. One day, he would climb the mountain and reach its peak. When Ayan told others about his dream, people laughed. "No one has ever climbed that mountain. You are just a boy," they said. Ayan did not listen. Every day, he looked at the mountain and whispered, "One day, I will stand at your top." One morning, Ayan packed a small bag with bread, water, and a rope. He told his parents, "I am going to start my journey." His bag was heavy. After a short walk, he felt tired. But he told himself, "Dreams are never light. I must carry this." The path was full of rocks and thorns. His feet hurt, but he continued walking. On the way, a shepherd asked, "Why climb this mountain?" Ayan replied, "Because it calls me." The shepherd smiled and wished him luck. Ayan slipped on a stone and hurt his leg. Pain filled his eyes, but he stood up and whispered, "I will not quit." That night, Ayan slept under the sky. He was hungry and cold, but he kept his dream alive in his heart. In the darkness, he heard wolves howling. Fear covered him, but he hugged himself and prayed for courage. He lit a small fire with dry sticks. The fire gave him warmth and hope. At sunrise, Ayan felt new energy. He stood up and said, "Every day is a chance to climb higher." The mountain became steeper. His hands shook, his legs trembled, but he kept moving. Ayan thought, maybe the villagers were right. Maybe I cannot do this. But then he remembered his dream and continued. On the mountain, he met an old traveler. The man said, "Every mountain has two peaks, one outside, one inside. You must climb both." The old traveler explained. "The outer peak is the mountain, but the inner peak is your fear. Conquer fear first." Ayan realized his biggest challenge was not rocks or storms, but his own doubts. He crossed a narrow bridge of wood. His heart beat fast, but he succeeded. He smiled. Fear is smaller once you face it. Suddenly, rain poured. The path became slippery. Ayan fell again, but stood up with muddy clothes and strong will. His bread finished, and hunger tested him. Still, he whispered, "Dreams taste sweeter than food." Ayan saw a bird trapped in branches. He freed it. The bird flew away, reminding him, even small acts give strength. A tall cliff stood before him. Many had stopped here before, but Ayan tied his rope and started climbing. His hands bled, his body hurt. But he told himself, pain is part of the journey. Finally, Ayan reached halfway. He looked down the village, looked tiny. He looked up the peak, was still far. He thought of going back. Life in the village was easy compared to this. But then he remembered the laughter of villagers. A voice inside him said, "Don't stop now. You have come too far to quit." A freezing wind blew, cutting his skin. He wrapped himself with cloth and kept moving. He found a small cave and rested. He carved on the wall, "I will not give up." Inside the cave, he found old words scratched. "Courage climbs higher than legs." He felt connected to another dreamer. He woke up with determination. His muscles hurt, but his spirit was stronger. From this height, he saw rivers, forests, and clouds below him. The view gave him power to keep going. A terrible storm arrived. Thunder roared, lightning flashed. Ayan hid under a rock, whispering, "Storms test the brave." The storm shook the mountain. He held onto a rock, refusing to be blown away. When the storm ended, everything was quiet. Ayan felt new peace. He survived the worst. He ate his last piece of dry bread. His journey depended only on courage now. His legs shook, His body begged to stop. But his mind pushed forward. He whispered, Ion, one more step. Just one more. And each small step took him higher. He slipped again and almost gave up. But he shouted loudly, I am stronger than this. That night, stars filled the sky. He felt they were cheering for him. The peak was close. The path was narrow, dangerous, but beautiful. Tears mixed with sweat as he dragged himself higher. He could see the top now. His heart beat fast with excitement. With shaking hands, he pulled himself up the final rock. Finally, Ion stood at the top of the mountain. Clouds surrounded him, and the world looked endless. He shouted, I did it. His voice echoed across valleys. He thought of his village, the people who laughed, and his parents who believed. He realized the mountain was not his enemy. It was his teacher, showing him strength. He understood the traveler's words. The real peak was inside. He had conquered fear, pain, and doubt. Ion's story teaches. People may laugh, storms may come, but courage makes you climb higher. The real mountain is not outside, it is inside. Never give up on your dream, no matter how high the climb.